to this. It's a long way to the ground, all alone. Guess we played for what's been found, different sides. But you know which one you're on. It's a ploy, it means nothing when you're gone. Don't blame me, my own sick grief, just not today. It's a waste of space. For colors turn and lessons learned the other way. It can't be changed. 'Cause we are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes. We are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes. We are stronger, and we push harder. 'Cause we are lions, we are fighters. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our eyes, we are stronger, and we push harder. Around this world tonight, with the fire in our
Welcome to Rock Around the Clock, daily cloud gaming news live at the same time, Monday to Friday. But first, if you're new to the show, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you'd like to support the channel, why not hit the join button on the channel homepage and become a member of Team Rock? Well, hello! Happy Bump Day! Do you know, if you were like expecting a baby and it was due today, then you could kind of forever be a happy bump day, couldn't it really? Because it's happy that you got a bump. Here I am in my black splendour. I am today here celebrating the imminent release of GoldenEye, nonetheless, on various platforms, but most importantly on xCloud. At least we think it's coming to xCloud, don't we, Al? Did you ever get a response when you asked? I saw you asking Xbox if it was coming to xCloud, and we're calling that now, aren't we? There was a time when we called it Xbox Cloud Gaming, and it all got very confusing, but I think it's fair to say xCloud works. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Can't believe it's Wednesday already. You realise that we'd like less than my fingers left of the month. if you exclude the weekend, which I tend to do because, you know, it's fun time, isn't it? Fun time. It's these times that ain't fun that we all count, ain't it? Ain't it? Nah, I mean. Hope you're keeping well. Great to see so many of you already in the chat, you fantastic folk. Of course, exclamation mark win is working. It's out there. It's waiting for you, open-armed. I've added a few things, by the way. Added a few prizes to our daily games. I've added a lucky dip. I don't know yet, but it could be lucky. It'll be a bit of a dip. I've also added choose your own. Yes. So even we won't go to the clock thing. We'll just go to choose your own. And you, as the winner, get to choose which of those games that are left. Except Horizon, you cheeky monkeys. That's the special prize. And nobody's won yet. I was also hoping to bring you some codes, some other kind of, like service codes and stuff, but it didn't kind of happen. We won't go there for various reasons, but I'll keep trying to find stuff to spruce and spice it up. Let's have a quick hello. Hello, Ray. How are you, dude? I thought it was a particularly cracking Rokk Show last night. Ray always sparkling. And of course, Ray's Praise, which was always a favourite of folk in the creator community, and yesterday was lovely because Ray celebrated Eddie, who pops into our chat most days, and it was better than that because most of us didn't realise that Eddie had his own channel, and he only had 9 subscribers, bless him, and he was really cranking out the videos, and he's got his camera there, and there are many in the community quite successfully who still don't put their faces on the camera, and they say, oh, I want to remain anonymous. And I think to myself, it's a video medium. It's like, just do audio podcasts if you don't want your face, or use one of those amazing animated avatars people like your boy Twiz uses, and there's masses of them these days, Japanese anime ones, and I don't know why don't they use those? You can get them for free. I would rather that than just a static circle, which I think is so uninspiring. Come on, creators, you can do better than that. Miss T, hello. How are you? I'm assuming you're a lover of dogs, Miss T. If you didn't see the Rokk Show last night, I'm just going to plug it one more time. Young David Wilson, who's our newest member of the band, he has a little doggy called Bear, and he's the cutest thing. And Bear was the star of the show last night. He went up behind David on the chair and popped his head on his shoulder. He's only a little fella. He popped his head on his shoulder, and he was there for most of the show. It was so cute, and he just wanted to be next to him and have cuddles. It was lovely. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. Hit that thumbs up for Rokk. Cheers, Ray. Thank you, my friend. Here's Bruce. How are you, dude? I hope it's a bit warmer where you guys are. It's I don't know what it is today. It's about -3, as my American friends say, about -3. I'm not sure what that is. It's cold, I know that, in Celsius. Is it Celsius or Fahrenheit? You guys are Fahrenheit, aren't you? I can actually tell you. I have a converter. Let's have a look. We're going to convert. This is a Microsoft thing. By the way, if you don't have Microsoft Edge, I've fallen in love with it. There's a toolbar down the right-hand side. It gives you the option for clocks and world clocks. It gives you a calculator. It gives you a dictionary. It gives you translation, and it gives you a converter. So let's convert from what would it be? Heat. Energy? Is it energy? No, that would be kilojoules and stuff, wouldn't it? By the time I get there, you guys would have told me, I know. Hang on, length, mass, temperature. Here we go, temperature. Right, so in Celsius, it's -3. There you go, 26.6 Fahrenheit. Now, I know for a lot of you, that ain't cold. A lot of you are going, but it's cold for us. Freaking hell, it's cold for us. Woo! No time, Pete. How are you, buddy? Hi, Rockin' Chat. Good to see you, my friend. Is Al there? There he is. Al's getting in with the win. Getting in with the win. And he's got himself a ticket. Hi, everybody. Hi to you, my friend. Yo, Pycon. Pycon. Good to see you, brother. Rousters in the houster. How's it going, Adam? Actually, you were there first, mate. It's just that because your chit-chat came up at the very, very beginning, it doesn't make it to the show. But it's lovely to see you, and thanks for joining. In Leeds in the house. We're trying to get In Lead onto Rock Players. So In Lead, if please find some time on a Thursday. Bjorn would love to have you on the show, my friend. That would be fantastic. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody coming down here. There he is. Should be cool. I know what you're talking about. Evening, everybody, says Eddie. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Eddie Ricks, the latest recipient of the amazing Ray's Praise. Totally deserving of your subscriptions as well. Check out yesterday's show when we announce it. Check out in the description of yesterday's show and you'll find a link to Eddie's YouTube channel. Some great content on there. What a lovely chap he is as well. So go and he's so happy because he's doubled his subscription since we praised him, or since Ray praised him yesterday. I've got to give Ray due props there. It's always Ray's choice. I've said it before. I don't know until the day. So literally, when you guys find out who it is, we find out who it is, which is absolutely brilliant. So it's all down to Ray. So there you go. Tracy, hello, Tracy. How are you? Oh, boom. Took a second, but there you were. That's funny, isn't it? Don't know why it did that. Great to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Rockmas is, he's happy. Good to see you. Oh, look, young Ant's in the house. I do love the way that you're able to join us every day, my friend, because I know it's kind of middle of the day for you, isn't it? So great to see you, brother. What you got on today then, Ant? What can we look forward to in your show later? I always try and tune in if I can. Choose your own sounds the best. Yeah, I mean, confession. There have been occasions that people have said to me, I've already got that, and I've let them choose their own. I'm fairly fair like that, you know what I mean? Actually, I got a new game for the wheel today. I forgot to add it. I wonder if I've got time. I might just go and do that while we're chatting, actually. I got a really good new game. Let me just go and add it to the wheel. Here we are. That's the one. That's the one that I want. Hoo, 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 honey. Where's it gone? There it is. Yes, I can add it. Here we go. You're not going to know what it is, and I'm not going to tell you, but it is a great game. Shuffleupicus. There we go. It's ready for when we get there. So, good day to all. Demi's in the house. How are you, Demi? Great to see you in the house. Elvis has left the building, but Demi has entered stage right. And everyone's entering the competition. That's cool. Still feel like a rock star. Oh, bless you, mate. That's the idea. You know, we when we came up with the idea, I can't think it was me originally. I mean, I wouldn't want to take away Ray's praise. But that the whole idea was to try. Oh, I know what it was. I do remember. Yes. So what it was I had a whole collection of different shows back in the day, and Stars of Stadia was one of them, where I highlighted a personage, and I think Clive was in there early doors. Another guy who I forgot, he's not around anymore. Well, he is like he's alive, but he's not doing stuff. I forgot his name. But I used to do them pre-recorded in my pre-recorded Stadia Rokk Show. And then when Ray and I, when I first started doing it with co-hosts and we did Rock and Ray, I said, why don't we bring it back, Ray, but we'll call it something else. So I came up with Ray's Praise. So that was the idea. And the whole thing was to highlight then people that were doing Stadia content. But of course, it doesn't matter as long as you are, you're in. We know you. You're in the community. You're loved and liked. Then we want to praise you. And I just noticed another alumni has popped in. It's young Perp. How are you? Doing okay. Still getting over my sore throat. Oh, bless you. But good for the most part. Oh, don't you just hate those things? For me, if I get like a little mild cough or anything, it goes really, really bad, and I have it forever, for weeks and weeks. So luckily, I haven't had a really bad, but I think I did have one. Yeah, I did, didn't I, guys? Because I took some time out back there. But it's all good now. But it's all good now. Rock star indeed, my friend. Absolutely you are. It's cool because you are a member as well, and much, much deserved, and a much loved member as well of Team Rock. Thank you, dude. So Rouster says it's 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 2.8 degrees centigrade. That's not too bad though, is it? We were yesterday. I think we got up to 3, Adam. But once the clouds come in and the moon rises, boy, does it get cold. Barclay, how are you, my friend? I'll just quickly highlight Barclay because I want to ask him. Guten Abend, mein Freund. Of course, if you've missed it, we had a big German win yesterday. We had I forgot his name. Oh no, hang on. Don't go away. Booed Vol people. That's it. There's a village near us called Bude, actually, so I shouldn't forget that. He won the Forspoken giveaway, the big giveaway for January, plus a month of GeForce Now Ultimate. And I've got to get back to him actually, because he was having some issues with the Forspoken code. So I've asked him to test it and then come back and let me know if he's still getting issues, so I can resolve that. But we'll get it fixed. But how awesome is that? Yeah, Barclay, I was going to say, what's the temperature where you are in Central Europe? Is it quite kind of cold? Fibs, I desperately need my 10 degrees centigrade. I know. I mean, we're hurtling in. We've now gone past the winter solstice, so every day there's another minute or something added on to daylight time. So I'm looking out the window and it's dark, don't get me wrong, but it's light enough that I can see the outline of trees down the road. We've got beautiful, tall, immensely tall trees that are probably hundreds of years old that line up with fields beyond where I live, although they are at this present time building 2,000 houses just to completely destroy my semi-rural and little. But so there you go. Now a week ago that was pitch black. So in another week it'll be a little bit lighter. Give it another month, and I'm gonna. It won't be long before I won't be able to put these lights on because it will make no difference. How fantastic will that be? We go down to 0 or 5 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 18, minus 18. Wow! Sometimes in the winter. I know whenever we see over here, whenever we see a film or video or a TV series that shows New Jersey or New York, it's always snowy and stuff. But then again, it kind of shows a similar thing when you're in London and what have you. We rarely get snow. You notice this though, don't you? When you live somewhere and then you're watching a TV show or a movie and they show where you live and you think, where's that? I've lived here all my life. I've never seen that amazing view. It's funny how they can just get the camera at the right angle and they get that church and the roads and stuff and everybody looks happy. You think, well, that's not where I'm from. My wife had her do tricks. Huh? What? My wife had her do tricks. Had who do tricks? What have I missed here? Hang on, I've got to go back a few. I can see I've missed a few amazing conversations here. Hang on. Here he is. Hey, Rokk Show. On Monday, I told you I had a dog. Yes, you did. And then I will show her on my next stream you come into. And you said you always watch. So oh, mate, there was a reason I didn't come in. Which day was it? Because I'll remember what the reason was. Because I do try and come into your shows every day. Not saying I'll watch all of them, because they go on quite late. You stream forever. And I tend to go to beddy buys. But tell me which day it was, and I shall go and see the one where Sandy gets the dog to do tricks. I hope they were, like not reading a newspaper or reciting Shakespeare or anything like that. Because if I miss that, I am going to be deeply upset. Tracy says, be careful on Twitch. There's a dirtbag sending DMs claiming you want a free skin for a popular game. Oh, they're all over the shop, aren't they? Includes a link that takes you to a page that tries to steal your Steam account. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy. Brilliant. Bit of public information there. So I left a comment the other day on Marquis LeBrown, whatever his name is. I always get that surname wrong. A video that he did. And then I got this, I got a comment saying, congratulations from Marquis, you've won a surprise, DM me for details. But I knew from the old days, back in the day, that he used to get that a lot. But there's so many idiots out there trying to scam you, completely devoid of any emotional intelligence. They don't care if they hurt you, either financially, mentally, or physically, as long as they get something from you. I hate those people. I don't care what country they come from. I don't care what their current status is. If you can't make it in life, don't take it in life. Hey, I think I'll keep that one. I like that. That's good. Geek, how are you, buddy? Hey, yo. Tell me, Geek, what is the avatar from? It's a game, isn't it? What's it from? Is it something you whacked up on Halloween? Remind me, brother. Sounds good. Thank you. No, we'd love to have you on. We're trying. So I've promised Bjorn that in future episodes of the Rokk Players, I'll be on my best behaviour, because when I get in front of a mic, I can't help it. I'm all bubbly and full of dad jokes and stuff. But it's meant to be a fairly serious show where he does deep dives, and he's got a great knowledge of gaming, particularly game development, it has to be said. Did you see he was at an NVIDIA show? Not a show. It's a. Sorry if the camera wobbled. By the way, I've moved my mic. Oh, Curly just subscribed. What do you mean, just subscribe, Curly? No, you've attached yourself to Twitch, haven't you? I wish Streamlabs would get that sorted. You followed, or did you subscribe? Yes, you did subscribe to me on Twitch. Oh, bless you, brother. 2 months with your Prime as well. Oh, nice one, mate. Thank you, dude. But Streamlabs can be a bit like you're never quite sure what's going on. It would be quite nice if it said, maybe I don't think I can change it. I subscribe to Twitch, and then I'd know the difference, because I know you're a subscriber on YouTube. Where was I in my wonderful aged brain? I was talking about something. No, it's gone. Curly's put me right off my stroke. It's in a nice way, Curly, in a nice way. It'll come back. You guys will remind me. Oh, yes, that's right. These scammers and spammers, they tried to trick me and a whole bunch of other folk. There's no need for it, is there? Well, there is. They think there is, but I don't. Yes, I remember Rokk Players. I just saw in lead. It reminded me. So we're going to bring it back to roots this Thursday. That's right. And I talked about Bjorn being at the NVIDIA AI conference this week. Yesterday, I think it was, which was amazing. In fact, it was it NVIDIA? Yes, it was. Honest. Anyway, we're going to bring it back to it. So we're going to have a VIP panel. We're looking to get the best of the best, those that really know about gaming, that over the years have really shown their mettle, and get them in for a good 5-6 panel discussion. If it goes well, I might bring Cloudburst back as well at a future point. Those of you who don't know what Cloudburst was, it was actually my most successful weekly show. It's worth digging it out. If you look at my playlists, you'll find some of the original shows. But it was a much-loved format, and Rokk Players is kind of like that, but more fluid, because we have a change of guests every week. And we have a bit more news than Cloudburst had. Plus, Bjorn introduced open mic last week, and we both think it went really well. So we're going to do that more as well. So if you fancy just jumping in, maybe you've just got an opinion on one item that we've covered off that you really want to share, but then come on in. Now, we know that we can be taking our hands, our thingy bobs in our hands. Particularly Ant will know what I'm talking about, but hopefully we'll be quick on the draw. The reason I know the praise, Ant says, the reason I know the praise of Ray's choice, because he never chooses me. I know, mate. I've got no choice in it. I know, you should be there. You're an honorary praisee. That's what you are, dude. You're an honor. And I get you on all my shows if I can. You're an honorary praisee. And there's no need to praise you, because look at you, you're 6 million subscribers, and you're 38 people an hour that tune in and stuff. You don't need Ray's praise. You know we love you. let's go. Clean cut. Oh, what, the hair? It's the same hair that I had yesterday and the day before. It's just that I don't have those great big bins on my ears, which hides it. But yeah, I did give the beard a trim, actually. Perp, you'll be right on that one. That did get a little bit of a Craig David attention span. Just stopping by. Oh, it's always lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Rokk Show. Today's open mic. Oh, there you go. Funny enough. Meaning, have no topics planned. We'll see where the show takes us. Yeah, that's always cool. It's always cool, but you always get those blokes jumping in, the fellas jumping straight in and moaning. Wouldn't it be nice if you got people jumping in and saying, I just wanted to say, as I've got the mic, I just wanted to say I'm deeply in love with my wife, or my dog changed my life, or I won the lottery at the weekend and I want to give everybody $5. If you, would you get some nice people in to do all that stuff? Not the I'm really fed up with Microsoft and PlayStation ponies and GeForce Now. Whenever are we going to get the games? All that stuff, mate. That's what we need. Craig David. Yeah, I love Craig. Actually, I do genuinely love Craig David. I've loved him since he started, and he's such a lovely guy. He really, really is. He's a genuinely lovely guy. Give me Rokk Show over Craig David any day of the week. Oh, bless you, Perp. I like Craig David. I mean, he's done some good stuff. He has a particularly technical voice, which isn't to everybody's tastes. He has, literally as an instrument, he can take it to different places that a lot of people can't. In the kind of Mariah Carey way, huge control over his voice. I've got my first singing lesson next week. I forgot about that. I randomly said to my wife, because I love a little warble in the shower, and I randomly said to Mom, she said, what would you like for Christmas? I said, I've got a clue. Singing lessons. And she bought me some. So I'll let you know how I get on. I'm not expecting miracles, but you never know. And that's next week, first one. It's actually at a local theatre, the Signet Theatre. So I don't know whether I'm actually going to be like up on stage doing the la 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 la, or whether it's in a little off room or something. Wouldn't it be funny if I got there and there's like literally a whole audience full of people and he's like, right, and today on our, Sing for a Star, it's Young Rokk. I'd actually do it. I have done it. I have actually sung in front of people, 2 occasions, one of which my wife can't remember, but I can. So the first occasion was the one and only time I ever did karaoke. We were on holiday in, I think it was Portugal, at some restaurant or wherever. And there was a DJ fella, lovely guy. I think he was Spanish. Anyway, he said, we're going to do a bit of karaoke. And I don't know why, but I fancied doing a bit of George Michael. So I got up and did Careless Whisper. And they were all like, I got loads of applause. I was like, oh, brilliant. And then they were coming up to me saying, could you do this song by whatever for my wife? And I'm like, dude, I'm not a professional. I took all the courage I had. And the other time, it was so funny. So we took our kids to the circus. And I don't know why, I always get pulled out of the audience, or they just seem to hone in on me. And so there we are with our kids, and they were very, very young. I think the youngest was still in a pushchair. And I was just looking, like I do, sat there. And then the clowns did a thing, and they came up and grabbed me and pulled me on into the middle of the ring, like literally the whole circus, right? And started putting these clothes on me and stuff. Unbeknownst to me, they then put a wig on and they turned me into Elvis. And then they shoved a mic in my hand and put the music on for Love Me Tender or something and went, sing! And I had to sing. I literally did a full Elvis song with the Elvis kit in front of a circus audience. Wow. It wasn't actually that bad. And I think I ruined the set because they were hoping they'd make me look a complete idiot, but they made me look half an idiot. That's true. Those are 2 true instances. Tracy, I've swung back around to Riders Republic at the moment. Ooh, such a fun game. Full of fab VP opportunities. Oh, photography, really? I guess you could do like the mid-air stuff and crashes and wow. One of Ubisoft's best. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Riders Republic is really cool. So, oh, I can smell food. Dinner's cooking. Oh, I only asked for an omelette. I don't know what's going on out there. But and if you're asking, full confession, I can't cook. I happen to be married to the world's best chef. She is an amazing cook. And quite honestly, when I've ever done any chefery, it's usually the basics of basics. So, yeah, it's not worth putting your life in your hands, quite frankly. Yes, it's challenging, but I love that. Awesome. COD is dead. Long live GoldenEye, says Rockmouth. So this is like not a remake, it's like a remaster of the original GoldenEye, isn't it? Is that the idea? So it's going to look like, because do you remember back along, I think it was GTA brought an old version of GTA back with some new textures, and I just thought it was dire. So I never played GoldenEye. I never played the original, and I know for you guys growing up in the 80s and 90s, it was like your favourite game of all time. So many of you. I always say to people, I can tell if you're born in the 80s. If I ask you what your favourite movie is, you'll say The Goonies. Every time. It was my favourite movie. And I reckon if I said, what's your favourite game? And you said GoldenEye, I'd be bang on the money as well. It's just one of those games. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. But honestly, because I don't have the sentimental vibes that you guys have had, I probably won't get the same love that you do. What up, boss? Hey, Doragon, how are you, my friend? Great to see you, brother. Thank you for jumping in. Good to see you. And John Doe is in the house. How many have we got over here? We got 21. Purple has popped her hat in the ring as well. So that's cool. So we've got we've got new mystery prizes, new lucky dips, and we've got a choose your own mode as well. So few new modes. Curly, you don't need singing lessons. We've heard you hit the high notes on that warble. Yeah, I know, that is me. It's legit me. I've never heard of Craig David. Oh, mate. Now, I don't know that he ever broke the States. I tell you what, though, you will have heard songs that he's written, because he's written a load of really successful songs for famous folk. He's done stuff with Ed Sheeran as well. Yeah, he's big over here. Do you know what? It's a real shame, because he is a lovely guy. He had his career completely railroaded by a comedian in the UK who I've never liked, and I've forgotten his name, Keith Mellon or Lemon or something. And he had a show where he had a character that was like what do you Americans, we call it taking the mickey or taking the pee or making fun. He had a show that was sort of making fun of Craig David, or had a character that was making fun of Craig David, and it became such a meme that it just completely, he couldn't get a gig. He was just ridiculed. But he came back because he is an amazing songwriter with an awesome voice. Check him out. Google him after the show. Craig David. I have a problem with people whose first name and last name could both be first names. So I get them round the wrong way, like George Michael and Craig David, and even to a degree Phil Spencer, because you could have Spencer as a first name. I always end up just spoonerizing them. Oh, Tracy loves The Witcher 3. No, Demi loves The Witcher 3. Sorry, Demi. I'm reading it down the side here. Thrown straight into the deep end. Singing opera. Yeah, well, I could do that. I could do a bit of opera, guys. Been on stage many times, much singing. Oh, really, Doragon? As solo or as part of a band or a group or a choir. Tell us more, my friend. Love it. And tell us if you've got anything online we can go and have a look at. That would be way, way cool. Karaoke is way fun. yeah, we don't have any regular karaoke stuff where I live. Where my kids are at uni, they have karaoke bars in their towns and stuff. Japanese karaoke, here you go, Japanese karaoke. They have those. We don't have them down here. We just have a bunch of farmers coming into town to talk about muck spreading and who's got the biggest tyres on their Massey Ferguson. It's on sale now on Steam. I might pick it up. Which one's that, Tracy? Riders Republic. Let's be honest, Ubisoft always on sale. Doesn't matter what it is. But don't go to Steam and buy it. Go to Fanatical and buy it. There's a link in the description below. It's always cheaper. If you buy it through my link, you get a discount. Hang on, let me just have a look. Fanatical. Look in the description below. There's a link. I'm a partner with them. Don't you be going and buying it at Steam. Right, Riders Republic. Mind you, they don't always have the games. Let me have a little look. Here you go. Riders Republic. $13.49, 73% off. Right, how much is it in Steam World? Let me have a look. Let's go to Steam. I bet you it's cheaper. At Fanatical, I've never seen, well, very occasionally, but rarely do I see games cheaper on Steam. Let's go Riders Republic. Didn't come up. Republic. Why isn't it coming up then? That's most strange. It's not one word, is it? Republic? I'm not actually seeing it at Steam. What? Riders. It's not coming up for me. Weird. QR. No, ain't coming up. Riders of Icarus. Soul Riders. Synth Riders. Why is that, I wonder then? I don't know. Ubisoft Connect only, isn't it? There you go, Eddie telling you. It's Ubisoft Connect, mate. You can't be getting it. How did you get this discount on Steam? Are we talking different games? Perhaps we are. Is it Witches 3 that you were referring to? Anyway, look, guys, get yourself to Fanatical. I'm a partner. I get literally tuppence halfpenny for every purchase that you make, but their prices are always cheaper than Steam. Sometimes even cheaper than CD Cows. CD Cows. Do you remember CD Cows? Milking good games. Milking good games at CD Cows. That's where you want to be. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Craig David had a hit in the States when I was in high school. Which one was it, Geek? He has had, was it I Met Her on a Monday, Met Her on a Friday? Oh, I can't remember. He's done loads of stuff. CD Cows, mate. Cool as milk. There you go. Cool as milk. Craig David's the greatest of all time. See? You see, he reckons. He is great. He is absolutely amazing. So funny. I met with a guy yesterday, business meeting, right? We were running through, it's actually not so much a business, well, it was a business meeting. He's a consultant that's doing work for me, marketing work at my business. And we were running through a list of all my clients from the last, 8 years. And there was one called Goat Lager, greatest of all time. And he was like, I said, they sadly closed the business down, a few years back. And I'm not surprised. What was this? Who wants to drink lager from a goat? I'm like, no, mate, let me explain. Bless him, he's in his 60s, but I mean, no excuse. That was so funny. Goat lager. Ah, dear. Razda, after being in last place many times, crashing a million times, Riders Republic, I was like, this ain't for me. I'm like that with all the kind of racing games. My kids discovered Mario Kart. I say kids. Blimey, they're adults. My children discovered Mario Kart over Christmas. And to be fair, I'm not going to knock it because that Switch blew me away. I did not realise just how good it was. Yeah, do you know what? Adam, the truth is, Adam's saying he needs pics. The truth is, my wife doesn't even remember that it happened. She swears black and blue that I made it up. I didn't. I did not make that up. So there are no photos. I mean, maybe somebody in the audience, but they ain't watching the show, are they? But it absolutely happened, and I just switched on to performer. I was like, right, you've put me in this situation. I'm now going to sing it properly. Oh dear, LOL. Yeah, honestly, mate. Honestly, it happened. I'm absolutely sure it did. Imagination? No, it's true. Did she notice the cashews you put in the chicken? No, she didn't. She didn't, Trace. That's so funny. I forgot I did that. She didn't notice. Bless her. She bought me masses of bags of cashews today, though, because they're actually, you've got to be careful with cashews. If you eat raw ones, they can be bad for you. As in straight out of their little shells and everything, or whatever they live in when they're pre-picked. And also, if you eat a load of them, they can be toxic. But I've never got to the bottom of what they constitute as a load of cashews. And in fact, if you read on what is a healthy amount, they say like no more than 15 a day. I eat like 15 a portion. 5 portions an hour. What the hell are they talking about? I love them. I can't get enough of them. I am like a crackhead, but I'm like a cashew head. It's a remaster of the PS3 game. Oh, which was a remake of the N64 game. So it's not going to be terrible then, Doragon. I mean, if we're talking GoldenEye. Because there you go. See, Adam didn't either. I know, mate. You know what? You and I think we worked it out. You and I are about 10 years apart, aren't we? You were born, I think, in 77 or 76. Correct me if I'm wrong. And which is the same age as my brother-in-law, actually. There you go. That's got to be part of his password, hasn't it? You can crack the rest. Bless him. I met my brother-in-law when he was 8 years old. So that gives you an indication of how old I was. He's 10 years younger than me. So I met him for the first time actually when I was 19. So he was just becoming 9, I guess. And yeah, so I've known him since he was a boy. He really can't remember much before I knew him, which is quite sweet, really. Almost, his dad died. My father-in-law died when he was 45, and it's incredibly sad. That alone is incredibly sad. But he was also my best friend. He'd gone from being my wife's dad to being my best friend. I genuinely loved the guy. He was loved by everybody, and he died very, very prematurely of cancer. But I often think that my brother-in-law sees me as a little bit of maybe a big brother, but also a little bit of as a surrogate dad at times as well, which is quite cute. But yes, that was an awful time in all of our lives. Still getting over it, to be honest. I don't think you ever really get over these things, do you? We've all been there, let's be honest. Anyway, back to the hilarity. I call it a game, maybe, possibly, not really sure. What? Well, see, this is where I go wrong. Jumping in and out of the chat like the Loch Ness freaking monster, missing out on the first part of a conversation. ARE. Am I right in saying, I'm not going to give you full name, but am I right in saying your name starts with an I, by the way? Am I correct? First time I heard about Craig David was when Elton John said that Craig David was his favourite singer. And Elton John, goodbye Norma Jean. Yeah, another fan. I actually went to an Elton John concert many years ago, and I was deeply disappointed. The thing is, I don't think that it was indicative of Mr. John. I think he just didn't want to be there that day. I think he'd probably been on tour for months and had just got fed up with it. And sadly, having paid a fortune for the tickets, I hadn't. And I would like to have had a little bit more energy from him. But we got the old favourites, and let's face it, he can just keep playing those. I think he's now retired, isn't he? Finally retired from touring. Did you see that film they made, Rocket Man? I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Great story. Bit of everything. This is what he's done for his singing. He's done a bit of panto. No way. Competition plays. The Crucible. The Crucible? What, the TV thing? Then in New Zealand was on TV in Power Rangers. Hang on a minute. Don't go away. Come back. Look at this. We've got a star in our midst. Legend of the Seeker and Shortland Street. What? Doragon, you are a true professional, my friend. Come on, links. I want to see you, dude. Hey, maybe we could duet once I've had my 2 lessons. That is stunning. Look at this. So those of you outside of the UK or actually the Commonwealth, you probably don't know what a pantomime is. And it's a peculiar British tradition that goes back to I don't know when. I'd like to say Shakespeare days, but probably even before then. And I think what it essentially was at the end of a run of theatre. They usually come out at the end of the year, so they bookend Christmas in the UK. And what you get is like serious actors and singers and stars, and they do this real kind of vaudeville show. It's usually around, it really is peculiar, it's usually around a fairy tale. So it might be, Mother Goose or Jack and the Beanstalk, it's that kind of a thing. And then latterly they've done them around Disney movies and stuff as well. But historically they would have been, around a famous story. And certainly in Victorian times they were very much kind of around fairy tales. So, and I think, I may be wrong, this is dragging it out from my memory, but I think that it was at a time when theatre, it was to help the actors who didn't have any work make some money, so they'd kind of pile in the actors and they'd try and fill up the audience, and it was a kind of a charity thing, really. But they're so much fun. There are so many things that are part of the whole pantomime tradition. So you'd have a running gag where a character would come on and then there would be like a ghost behind them, and the character will say something to the audience like, "Have you seen any ghosts around here? They've said that it's haunted and I haven't seen one. There'd be a ghost." And the whole audience goes, "It's behind you." And then of course he would turn around, but the ghost would go around the other side, so there'd be nobody there, and all the little kids would be chuckling in the audience, and then they go back and there's nobody there, and then again the audience, "No, he's behind you." It's all that kind of stuff. It's massive audience participation, and honestly, if you ever find yourself in the UK, and they may have them in other parts of the world, particularly where Commonwealth and so on, but if you ever find yourself in Britain around December, January time, look for a pantomime and go. Doesn't matter where they are, doesn't matter if they're local, small local village hall, or if they're massive London theatre land, they are just so much fun. So much fun. And you can probably find them on YouTube as well. If you Google for a pantomime, you'll probably find that there's whole ones on there, like a couple of hours long. They're great fun. Kids love them. They love that they're drawn in. So many English singers and actors have said that it was the love of theatre, particularly pantomime, because that was when they get to go mostly with parents, and that kind of first introduced them to the profession. So yeah, you definitely want to do that. Oh, that's a little bit of advert there for Panto, but Duragon will agree with me. I watched a video where a guy accidentally ate raw cashews because the restaurant put it on his plate as a garnish. First, you learn in cooking, you don't put inedible stuff. Yeah, apparently if you eat them raw, they are not good for you. I don't know what they do to make them not raw other than salt them and possibly maybe boil them. I don't know, but yeah, they can be. Close, it starts with a Y. It's Ishmael. Aha! That's why I thought it was an I. I didn't want to. I'm always a bit, if people don't use their name or say it publicly, I'm always a bit loath to put it out there. But I was right, but I just spelled it wrong. There you go. Thank you, my friend. And I'm also a bit traditionalist. I prefer to call people by their name than their... If you watch any of my shows with guests, I always ask them ahead of the show, do you mind if I call you by your name? Sometimes they say, no, call me, Avatar, whatever the name is. And that's fine. I'll do what they want. But I just like to get more personal. Taron Egerton in Rocket Man was amazing. Yeah, wasn't he? He was brilliant. I thought Rocket Man was just superb. Yeah, he's great in that movie. Absolutely brilliant. Of course, Bohemian... Was it... what was the Queen one called? It wasn't called Bohemian Rhapsody. Was it called... What was it called? That was great as well. Loved it. Oh, flip. I've forgotten. Loved that movie. I love Queen. Huge Queen fan my whole life. Poor old Freddie. Freddie died the year my wife and I got married. That's like 31, 32 years ago now. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is. See, he knows where I'm from. He knows what I'm talking about. That's what we do in pantos. Oh, yes, it is. Well done, Eddie. All my English comrades are coming up. They know what pantos are about. My United Kingdom of England, United Northern Ireland and Wales and Scotland and Britain and all the other things. 1976, there you go. So 9 years after I was born, Adam popped up. Given the name of Adam, because, of course, totally in tribute to me. Where are we? 10-2. We better get. I did have some news, but I've got so involved in this amazing chat. Doragon, unfortunately, most of the source have gone offline or on VHS or for Pantos. Of what you've done. I'll get you the cosplay one, though. Awesome, mate. Yeah, please, honestly, share it with me. I'd love to see that. Love to. Brilliant stuff. Hello, all of you beautiful people. It's William. Hope you're well today, Rokk. Yeah, I am super well. Mate, I got my new MacBook yesterday. Came a day earlier, and I'm loving. I've spent all today getting it back to how I wanted to. I know I could have backed it up somewhere, but I actually take the opportunity when I'm resetting a PC or any kind of computer to rationalize what I put on it, and I just enjoy reinstalling everything and stuff. So I've been doing that all day, and that's cool. And I got a new pair of glasses, mate. I haven't got them here though, they're in the lounge. So I did get the new pair that I ordered yesterday, but I didn't like them. They were like progressive ones, because to be fair, look, my eyesight is actually pretty good. I've got 20/20 distance vision, and for close-up, I'm like +1. I mean, it's literally +1. It's like the lowest prescription number. But I love things to be perfect. You know, I like everything to be like I mess about with my TV to get the colours just right and everything. I'm one of those folk. So when I'm looking at the laptop in front of me, I want it nice and sharp and everything. So anyway, these were those that kind of do the intermediate thing. So they start down the bottom with your prescription-y bit, and then it blends up to nothingness. But the nothingness bit's like a strip at the top, so you find yourself trying to move your head around and it distorts, and I wasn't happy. So I sent them back and I bought ones that just have the prescription-y bit almost tacked on to the bottom of a clear glass. I'm so much happier, guys. They came just before the show and I'm so much happier. What a bit, have I disappeared? Where's Rokk on? Said somebody. I can see me. What are you seeing? Don't say things like that. I'm seeing myself on YouTube. Have I disappeared on Twitch? Let me have a look at Twitch. Twitch. Oh, Twitch, oh, Twitch. Oh, Twitch, oh, Twitch, oh, Twitch. Now I'm on Twitch as well. What are you saying? What are you saying? And I don't have any removal of frames or anything. I don't know. Was there a little glitch? I get the new tech clean slate. Who Wants to Live Forever? Oh, yeah. From an amazing film as well, of course. Highlander. Great movie. Great album. The entire album. Written for... Hey, it worked. Oh, that's good news. I've just heard from Bude Vol people, and he's managed to get Forspoken installed and it's working. I'm really, really happy about that. That's great news. And I just told everyone on my show and if you go to, where are we? 53 minutes in, we call it 54 minutes in, they're all saying hello and waving at you and congratulations. They are all waving and saying hello. You heard that? I'm sending his email. Off it goes. Now everybody wave. Because he's now tuning. He may not be live, but I tell you now, he'll be watching at 54 minutes in. How cool is that? You see, that's interaction. Ain't it? Ain't it interaction? What happened, mate? What happened, Eddie? I didn't go anywhere, brother. Oh, maybe it's me. Yes, it was. You're good, Rokk. What am I good at? What have I done now? Nope, sorry. False alarm. Wonderful. Congrats again of the epic win. Don't forget, guys, the 10th of Feb. It's Hogwarts Day. So if you haven't done it already, just pop yourselves along. I need to put a link actually on the description to the website. I keep forgetting to do that. But if you just go to rockshow.com, everything will be there. You can do your thing. YouTube's the only place where I was able to get my real first name in. Oh, I love the name Tracy. I know a few Tracys, actually. It's a gorgeous name. But do you spell it like that, Trace? Everyone I've ever known is spelled with your second E as a Y. But I actually prefer your way of spelling it. I think it's really cute. Eddie says pantos are amazing. A very favourite family tradition for us. We're travelling around the country to see many. Oh, mate. And honestly, aren't they? I don't know anybody who doesn't love going to a panto. Every year except this year, actually. We didn't make any this year. We've always gone, and it's been a lovely opportunity to bring old aunts and uncles in, and and all ages. And of course, depends where you go, you get to see some big name celebrities and stuff. Yeah, that's the way I spell it. Awesome. Love it. I do love that. It's a really cool name. Right. I tell you what, guys. Enough of this. Enough of the enoughin'. We've finished the draw. We have 26 entries. Awesome. I don't know that we've got time for news, really. I mean, I can kind of tell you what it is. There's not much to it. I tell you what we will do. We'll go over to old Simple Larry, and we will have a quick look. But I won't hang around for more than a minute because I can talk you through what's going down. Here we are over at Simple Larry. We've got Cloud Dosage up on the screen. Now, here's the thing. Some of it we already know. Ubisoft sent out free 1-month GeForce Now trials. Much debate about this on Twitter earlier because some folks remembered that they did actually send out the same email back in December. And I didn't remember seeing it. So they told me what to look for. I looked and they were correct. So it's a duplicate email. But of course, people probably weren't that worried back then because Stadia was still running. So check out your emails and see if you've got your free 1-month GeForce Now trial. It should work exactly the same as the one from Bungie. Bungie are having problems today, aren't they? I noticed earlier. Destiny's not working and they're fixing it. There's a great tip on cloud dosage if you have a Chromecast device. It's a great tip to improve the connection for GeForce Now and Xbox Cloud Gaming. So I'm not going to read that one, but get yourselves over there if you've been having any issues. Amazon are offering 2 months of Amazon Luna Plus for free if you are, of course, in the States. If you're elsewhere, we are out of luck. That's it. That'll do us. Right. Let's get over to the wheel. Let's get down to the wheel of fortune. There's me and there's you. Quick sip, loads of names. I just thought of something. Get out of there, Rock. Let's get back to Larry. I haven't added in the new names. I tell you what, I'll put their tip up here. You can have a read of that. Here's the tip, right? While you're reading that tip, in the background, completely invisible to you, I shall add the new names. The names that have added themselves today. Because that wouldn't be very much fun at all, would it, if you guys weren't in there? Bless you. So anyway, you can read that, all right? Read it out loud so everybody else in the chat can hear as well. While I quickly add in these names and do the usual thing, deleting all the ones, which annoys me. Where are we? We've got 26. So the very last one in was Curly. All the way back up to the top. There we go. We copy those across and slap them into the members who are already in there. There we are. Brilliant stuff. Paste. And we just delete those ones. Don't forget, by the way, guys, if you are at a loose end at the end of the day, if you're in the States, or, well, it depends what time of the day it is for you, to be fair. Or if you're in the UK, first thing in the morning, you've got double treats because Primo streams very early in UK. Well, I say it's about 7 o'clock. And he has a game giveaway session every day as well, with some great games. And straight after, usually, it's Ray. Ray does a great stream, usually on usually on Twitch, often on Twitch, and Primo's often on both. But they are my breakfast call first thing in the morning, my alarm call, and I'm almost there, guys, and breakfast. There we are, brilliant. Let me shuffle them up. How many we got? 111. Wowzer. Right, hide and close. Thank you for that. There we go. And I'll just double check that the wheel of games is correct as well, which it is. Right, we're good to go. Let me get back. I hope you picked up the tip. I haven't read it, so I haven't got a clue. But what I will do is Rainmaker. Streamlabs. Oh, cool. Look at that. We've got a new follower. It's Woody6593. Thank you, brother. Okay, back we go. Wheel of Fortune. Let's do this now. Right, sorry about that, guys, but I've got you all in. There's 111. It's a fair chunk of folk, isn't it? So let's not beat about the bush, because we've got young William who's watching and waiting. So spinning that wheel now. Here it goes. Spinning that wheel now. Here it goes. Spinning that wheel now. Here it goes. Oh, wow! It's kind of a Braveheart music today. Who's gonna win today, laddie? This is going to be the last series of Outlander, I found out. They're doing a prequel thing back in like when his parents' age. No, stop it. Unless Jamie's going to become the new Bond, which I've always been hoping for. Right, here we go. Oh, it's past Adam, it's past Rudigs, Curly. Oh, look, it's been gone past Dan, 10:30 Media Group. Agnello, I haven't seen Agnello around for a while, actually. I hope he's okay. It's Agnello Sgambato from Italia. Well done, dude. Right, I don't know why I haven't seen him around for a bit. I'll have to ask him. I'll have to interrogate him. I'll make a little note. Agnello. He used to come on every day, bless him. Agnello Sgambato. Because he's from the part of Italy that I know really, really well and deeply adore. Right, let's get over to the games quickly. Here we are. You need to... 1 second, guys. Let me switch over, and then I've got... There we are. So we got some lucky dips now. We got some mystery prizes. We've got a choose your own. We've got 2 choose your owns in there, which you could get as well. So let's get it spinning. Just got to pull this up. I wonder what the music will be. I think we're going to continue to get me singing. Eat your heart out, Duragon. Ha ha ha. Got some falsetto going on there. Where are we stopping? Goblin Defenders. The Great Art Race. Is it going to be the Great Art Race or is it Safety First? Well, look at that. It's right close to a lucky dip as well. How close were we to Horizon Zero Dawn? I can't see it. Where is it? Safety First is the game for Agnello. I just made a little note. Agnello. Safety First. There we go. Let me have a little look. How close were we to Horizon? Where is it? Horizon, where are you? Nobody's claimed it. There's my new game. Woohoo! I can't see the flipping thing. Hang on a second. Hang on a cotton picking second. It should be in there. I've never taken it out because nobody's won it. Heroes. No, I can't see it. What the heck is going on? Right, I'll put it back in this very moment. Wow. Oh, bless. Tell you what, let's do another spin for him because that's not fair. He may have won that one. Horizon Was it? Zero Dawn, isn't it? What have I got new there for? Dawn. Right. Well, apologies for that. I'm going to spin it again because it's not his fault that it disappeared, is it really? Let's do it again. Here we go. You've got to be fair, haven't you? You could have won it. There we go. I can see it now. Choose your own. Choose your own. Slowing down now. It would be funny if it's the same game. No. Mega Race 2. Oddworld Abe's. It's going to be Oddworld Abe's. Whatever. Endeavour. Yo, Atlantis 2. Is it going to be Atlantis 2? It is going to be Atlantis 2. Well, that's a good one. Beyond Atlantis 2. Beyond Atlantis. Oh, that's good. I think he'd prefer that one anyway. There you go. It's fair, isn't it? I like to be fair with folk. That's that one done. Right, good. That'll do for today. Let's get back here very quickly. Studio mode and willkommen. There we are. Thank you so much, guys. Really, really fun. Love talking to you. We've got Thursday tomorrow. We're getting very close. Don't forget, Friday is Resident Evil Village giveaway day for the Team Rokk members above the bottom. I don't want to go. I still haven't got a proper name for it without it sounding snobbish, but that's what it is. So yeah, tune in. If you're not a member yet, think about it. It's worth it. You get added into all the games, all the game giveaways. Austria. Too late. What's going on in Austria, Gizmo Duck? Gizmo Duck just joined Discord. Thank you so much, my friend. Austria. I'd love to go to Austria. I'd love to go all over Europe. Oh, we've had this conversation before. It's going to happen at some point. I desperately, desperately want to go around Europe. Because I'm a European. Stuff your Brexit. I am a full-fledged European, and my ancestors came from Lithuania, so I'm very mainland, and they came from Nordic countries, probably Sweden. So I'm very European, and I love the fact that I'm very European. Have a great day and a night, everybody. Yeah, you too, Tracy. Thank you so much. Big thumbs up from Rudix. Cheers, brother. Hope you're well, my friend. And for Demi as well. Great show. Oh, thank you. Right, I'm heading out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic Wednesday. And we'll see each other tomorrow. Rock out.